I think for a person to learn horses out of a book is pretty difficult, and with information. A lot of people I find that with their first introduction to the horse, they treat it like a machine. Like you say whoa, and the brakes are on, you know. And to me, it's more like being on a boat in rough water. That there's always movement going on, and you always have to be in touch with the movement. When I decided to make a living farming, I have to go back to my childhood and how I started. Like I come from the west of Ireland, and my childhood was, I have fond memories of my childhood and going and the things we did. And when I come to southern Ontario, I work for farmers. I was the immigrant kids. It was quite common for them to work at an early age, because that's what we did in the old country. And I got to dislike farming in the process of the things I had to do, and one of them was driving a tractor. Because my first experience when I come to Canada was I got to be the tractor driver, and that was kind of a traumatic experience because the owner of the farm told me, looked at me and figured I was a little bit too light to pitch bales, so he said, well, you can drive the tractor. But I'd never been near a tractor before. So then he looked at me when I hesitated, and he said, well, if you don't want to do it, you can go home. So that's where I learned to drive a tractor. When you're on the land and you're farming, your life is full, and it's almost too full. It's almost like you're almost overwhelmed all the time. So you end up doing stuff that you have to do. Not by somebody telling you what to do, but the elements or how things are growing in the field or all this. This is what directs you. It's not some human voice. It was a harvest time, and I had all our vegetables just about, because before I had a good root cellar to store them all, and there was people that wanted them, but I hadn't time to deliver them. But there was this cold spell that come in October, and Amber was here, and I was sleeping in a tent up in the loft up here, and I got up in the middle of the night and I says, hey, it's cold. And then I figured, then I noticed the water, there was big icicles hanging down everywhere, and then it felt like it was getting colder and it was clear. And then I go look at the thermometer, and it was -8 already. And all my veggies are out under a tarp at the field. It's 2 in the morning. So I come down and I get Amber awake, and I said, hey Amber, we got to go to work. I think it's a lesson riding the horses. It keeps you humble, because with a tractor, people get on a big machine and they have that power. But with a horse, you have to be polite. You have to ask them. You have to get their willingness and attention. And with a tractor, you don't have to do that.